York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by WellSpan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rental, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 14 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 12-game homestand, and the middle of 3 as the Revs take on the Long Island Ducks. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to Revs Baseball here on a pleasant Saturday evening at PeoplesBank Park. The Revs shut out last night, 6-0. The league's top offense held to just 5 hits and looking to get back on track here tonight. And even this series, 5-8 they come in. Had a 2-game winning streak halted. Long Island 8-5. They have now won their 3rd in a row and in first place in the Atlantic League North by 2 games over Lancaster and 3 games over the Revs after they won here last night. Ray, the story today, well, first of all, we go back to last night, and this kind of played into it. Edwin Figuera during the game, his contract purchased by the Cubs. He's going to Double-A for the first time in his career. We've got 2 new players in tonight. We also have a lot of confusion as to what tonight's lineup may look like because there are rumblings that Carlos Franco may be on his way to Mexico.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts this afternoon, Daryl, that is for sure. And again, congratulations to Edwin Figuera on his contract being purchased by the Cubs. That's the 3rd Revs infielder taken by a major league organization, the other 2 being Orlando Calixte and Justin Twine. And Carlos Franco, his bat will be dearly missed if he does indeed go to Mexico, as he has been great thus far. Hasn't gotten many pitches to hit, but he's been able to work as many walks as he's needed and getting on base at a really good clip, even when he's not absolutely crushing pitches out of this ballpark and throughout the Atlantic League. But the Revs last night, Daryl, held in check offensively, and there have not been a lot of quiet nights for York at the plate recently.
No, 5 hits. They came into last night's game averaging up around 9 runs per game and scored double figures in each of the last 6. So looking to get back in gear tonight, but we're not certain if Franco will be part of things or not. The league leader in RBIs and tied for the league lead in walks entering play here tonight. We'll find out. Revs would have 4 position players on their bench, a couple of them banged up, though. Chris Vasquez nursing the oblique situation on our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Andrew Dundon banged up his wrist last night sliding for a ball as well. So he was scratched from the initial lineup that Mace wrote out. Maybe he could play tonight, maybe not. We might find out sooner rather than later. But the Revs have added a couple of new pieces today. Jack Kenley, second baseman. He is slated to start at second base tonight. And Enrique Santana, hard-throwing righty, added to the bullpen. Ray Santana had some time in the Pirates system. Kenley played at a very high college level at University of Arkansas, and then a couple of years in the Tigers organization reaching Double-A. Looking forward to seeing these guys make their Revs debuts, maybe both of them tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a distinct possibility. Kenley for sure. We'll see how the starting lineup finally fleshes out. It might differ from the one you and I had written down in our books entering tonight's broadcast, but Kenley, nice guy. Got to talk to him before he took BP. He's really excited to be here and really just basically fresh off of playing. He's only had 4 or 5 days rest after playing affiliated ball, so he should be ready to go and up to the challenge tonight against the Ducks. And Santana, I'm curious about his stuff. Been reading that he has a fastball that can top around 92 miles an hour with a plus changeup to go with it. Mace, we'll hear from him later, and he really liked his stuff as well. So very curious to see what we'll see out of the new right-hander for the Revs tonight if we see him.
Well, the Revs will have Austin Nicely making this start, 0-1 through his first 2 starts, looking for his first win here tonight. Right-hander Brendan Feldman goes for Long Island, 2 starts for him, no record with an ERA of 2.70. It's time for What's on Tap, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light here from PeoplesBank Park. And coming up next, a little bit more on Santana and Kenley being added to the mix here. And I don't know, maybe by the time we come back from break, we'll know about Franco's status. But an update on that and a little bit more on the 2 new additions. We've got Mace coming up here shortly as well. First pitch tonight is set for 6:30. It's a cloudy but very comfortable and pleasant mid-June evening here at PeoplesBank Park on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families with the best possible in-home care. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing and certified in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, and friendly companionship. We offer flexible hourly care and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488, or online at visitingangels.com.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs host the Long Island Ducks tonight. I do see number 13 out in the outfield stretching. That would be Carlos Franco, but no idea what the situation is with that Revs lineup. Definitely some moving parts. So, like we said, couple of new additions today. First of all, let's go back to last night. Edwin Figuera, contract purchase mid-game by the Chicago Cubs, and using the Atlantic League to get to Double-A for the first time ever. That is huge. He becomes the 4th member of the Revs this season to have his contract purchased, and the 3rd middle infielder to do so. Orlando Calixte, Justin Twine, Edwin Figuera, and also the 39th in the Atlantic League to have his contract purchased this season, and they are coming left and right. So the Revs adding, and they would have been adding anyway, Jack Kenley, who makes his debut tonight, 8th round pick of the Tigers in 2019 out of University of Arkansas. He's a Tennessee native and played at 3 levels in the Tigers organization as a rookie in 2019. This year he began the season at High A West Michigan for 2 games, promoted to Double A Erie, where he played in 14 games, struggled at the plate, but has been playing and had only been home for just a few days. So the Revs able to plug somebody in that has been playing, and that is always a big factor at this time of year if you're able to do that. So he is scheduled to make his debut, hitting 9th and playing 2nd tonight. And again, the other new addition, right-hander Enrique Santana. Kenley, by the way, will wear number 9, Santana number 38 for the Revs. And for Santana, 2 seasons in the Pirates system. He was in the Dominican Summer League in 2018 and the Appalachian League with Bristol in 2019. Had a 4.44 ERA that year. 31 career appearances, 30 have come in relief. And he will be added here tonight as Eduardo Rivera is still on the paternity list and still not activated, but Santana added to the mix. Revs with Bell, Rodriguez, Rossman, Sanchez, Santana from the right-hand side in that bullpen lineup card, and of course Paredes, Fry, and Fuller on the left. So that's what's going on roster-wise, at least as far as we know right now. And Polo delivering the lineup card to home plate. I don't know if it still includes Franco or not, but we'll take a break. Hear from Mark Mason, the Broadway Transmission Managers Report coming up. Revs and the Ducks here shortly from PeoplesBank Park tonight on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, last night coming back home, you had so many runs on that road trip, but kind of a quiet night here. What was going on offensively, you think?
Well, I think part of it was their starting pitcher. I mean, he was really good. He had a 1-something ERA coming in, and he did a really good job last night. And like we talked about on the pregame show yesterday, not playing the night before when you're in a good rhythm, swinging the bat, you always worry about that too. But, you know, I think it's just a combination of everything. Their guy gets credit, the weather gets credit, and the day off gets credit. So, I mean, that's baseball, though. We know that. You can have 10 runs today and get shut out tomorrow. So, I mean, it's just the nature of the game.
And Duke to start last night. Back to normal in terms of walks, only 1 allowed, but couldn't avoid contact from the Ducks in the 5th inning in particular. How did you assess his start last night?
You know, overall, I thought it was better than the first couple. I mean, he went 6 innings, and his pitch count was pretty good. I just thought he got hurt. I think fastball command probably hurt him the most last night. I thought the sinkers and the cutters, I thought they were real effective, but he seemed when he got hurt it was fastballs up in the zone, and especially to the pull side. You know, their third baseman hit a couple shots into right field on us, and you know, a couple balls up the middle. But I mean, overall, it was good to see the walks were down. You know, probably not as many strikeouts as he would like to get, but you know, overall, I think it was a better performance than the first 2.
Well, I don't remember things as well as I used to, but I don't recall a guy having his contract purchased and that being announced during the game last night. I think that was a first for us with Figueroa to the Cubs. That was an awesome moment.
It really was, and I was real happy for him. You know, as you know, I had let you know they had contacted me the night before. They were thinking about high A, then they called me back, what about double A? So there was some conversations going on, and actually they had called me and left me a voicemail, but it was at 6:33. So we were already out here, of course. So I got the voicemail after the game, but Gibby had gotten I think he got an email from Rick White during the game. So Gibby came down to let me know, and immediately I took him out of the game, and Figueroa wasn't sure like why I was taking him out, and I said, hey, you're done for tonight. Congratulations, you got signed by the Cubs, and we were in here hitting, so all the guys were in. A lot of congratulations for him, and then the PA announcement, which was, a really nice thing for him as well.
And did they settle on, is it Double-A where he's going?
Yes, Double-A it is, yeah, which is a really, really strong move for him. I mean, they asked me if I thought he could do it there, and I said yes, I did. And, so he's going to get an opportunity to show what he can do at Double-A. We know he'll swing the bat. I mean, then defensively, just make the routine plays. That's all anybody wants, I think. And I think he can do both of those things.
And a couple of new faces for York in the dugout tonight. Who are the newest acquisitions for you?
Well, I mean, we have Enrique Santana, but he'll be in the bullpen. He threw a bullpen for us today that was, it was a really good bullpen, so we won't use him in the game tonight. And Jack Kenley. Jack will start at second base tonight. Just got released from Double-A with Detroit. Was a low-round pick out of Arkansas, I believe, in 2019. So, I watched him take batting practice today for the first time. I watched him take ground balls for the first time. So, Andrew hurt his wrist just a little bit last night, just sore, nothing crazy. So, Kenley's the second baseman, so we're going to stick him in there tonight and, baptism by fire, the way we like to do it around here. So, but I mean, Jack's been playing, so he's only been home for maybe like 4 or 5 days. So, this should be okay.
You got Austin Nicely making the start tonight is the biggest key, coming off the last one, keeping it down.
Yeah, I mean, keeping it down, of course, and I told him, I said I'd like to see him use his off speed more often, and and then maybe the fastball a little bit less, but it's a comfort thing for guys. You look at our left-handers here over the years that had a lot of success, starting pitchers. Chris Cody jumps right off the page, right? Chris had a good fastball, but he knew how to set his fastball up with a good changeup, good breaking ball, and then he almost pitched backwards sometimes when he was ahead in the count, like, 0-2, 1-2, when most hitters are expecting that off speed, then he would zip that fastball in there, and that catches hitters off guard because they're just not looking for that. That's not really a fastball count. So we'll see. I'll talk to Austin tonight. I think we are going through a little bit of growing pains too with our catchers. They're trying to get acclimated to our pitchers. They're trying to get acclimated to the league. Neither one of our catchers have been in this league before, so they don't know the hitters. And no matter how much we go over stuff, when you get in a game, you think about a lot of other things. So, I'm trying to get them in the mindset that they have to remember hitters and they have to know our pitching staff so we can do a better job pitching to our strength. But, other than that, at least we're not last in the league in pitching anymore. We're coming up into the middle of the pack. It's a work in progress. We're 13 games in, so we got a long way to go.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. And we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups that we've got. Brought to you by Flying Feet for Long Island. It'll be Johnny Turbo in right field leading things off. Steve Lombardozzi, the second baseman, hits second. Batting third in left field is L.J. Mazzilli. Lou Ford is the designated hitter, and he'll be in the cleanup spot tonight. Ryan Jackson, shortstop, is hitting fifth. Ray Fuentes in center field will bat sixth. Hector Sanchez at first base is batting seventh. Sal Giardina goes behind the plate tonight and hits eighth. And at third base and batting ninth is Ben Farias. Again, it's Turbo, Lombardozzi, Mazzilli, Ford, Jackson, Fuentes, Sanchez, Giardina, and Farias, with Brendan Feldman making the start for the Ducks here this evening. For the Revs, and Austin Nicely, who starts this one, his second at home, his third overall. As far as we know, it'll be Darian Sanford in center field leading things off. Wellington Dotel, the DH, batting second. Hitting third in left field is Malky Mesa. And the birthday boy, Nelly Rodriguez, at first base, hits cleanup. We think Carlos Franco at third base is hitting fifth until we're told otherwise. Rashad Crawford in right field is batting 6th tonight. Carlos Castro will do the catching and hit 7th. Jan Sanchez goes to shortstop for the first time, hitting 8th. And Jack Kenley at second base makes his debut, hitting 9th. Again, it's Sanford, Dotel, Mesa, Rodriguez, Franco, Crawford, Castro, Sanchez, and Kenley for the Revs here this evening, looking to bounce back after the shutout loss last night. Could be a milestone night again. Mark Mason 1 win away from his 500th as manager of the Revs. He's got the 7th most wins in Atlantic League history and would become the league's 7th to win 500. As the Revs get set to take the field here tonight, our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. It's a little bit warm and muggy, temperatures in the 80s, but comfortable, certainly summer-like or closer to it compared to what we had last night. Cloudy skies, but no problem. It's one of the best weather days that we've had here so far this season, and certainly at PeoplesBank Park. Revs are introduced to the field as they come out for Game 2 on this 12-game homestand, the longest since 2007. It matches the longest in franchise history. And as Austin nicely heads to the mound, Revs in the home whites here tonight. We will listen in down on the field, our national anthem here at PeoplesBank Park.
Fans, we'd like to welcome today's PeoplesBank Field of Dreams group, Southern York County Baseball, to take the field with our players. PeoplesBank is proud to serve as financial mentors to their clients so they can turn their dreams into a reality and live confidently. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove all headwear and welcome a local barbershop quartet, the Luck of the Draw, for the performance of our national anthem presented by Americhoice Federal Credit Union.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That is the Luck of the Draw with our national anthem here tonight at PeoplesBank Park. Big crowd on hand here on this Saturday night. Weather has cooperated, a lot of walk-ups tonight to the Shipley Energy ticket office, and I know Ray and I have heard from a lot of folks that we are seeing for the first time this season here tonight, like Joyce with the Ritas, Helen, who gave us the gift of baseball coffee mugs here in the booth tonight. Just gifts all around.
Yeah, fitting gifts at that. We love our Ritas, and we sure do love our coffee. I'm already more than a cup in.
And you are bouncing off the walls in here.
I'm really hyper.
We'll have to get you build up to that.
I'm already am, honestly. I'm good. Let's go.
Well, Austin nicely going through his routine on the mound, and the thing with Austin, through 3 outings, 2 starts, no walks, but has had the big inning once in each start and has been hit around a little bit. 0-1 with an ERA of 9. 10 innings, 19 hits, 10 earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. has given up 3 home runs. He started here the third game of the season for the Revs, May 30th, and lost against High Point and allowed 5 runs in the fourth in that game. And then last Saturday night in Lancaster, as more delicatessens are delivered to the booth. Thank you, Dennis. Last Saturday in Lancaster, 5 1/3, 7 runs, 6 earned, and the bulk of the damage came in a 4-run 5th inning that night. He did give up 2 home runs to Ladarius Clark, so I know Mace highlighted keeping the ball down in the zone, changing speeds a little bit more. Those would be big keys that we are looking for here tonight. And he is set to go as Johnny Turbo is bumped to the top spot in the order tonight. He's in right field, and he's been hitting it well. He batted 9th last night, but on an 8-game on-base streak, hitting .423. And our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is a little bit low. We get started tonight at 6:37. 1-0 on Turbo, who's hitting .310 overall. And the pitch, he swings and he pops it in the air. Foul right field. Crawford is over and watches this one bounce off a table, perhaps, up in the bullpen balcony. And Franco is in at third, by the way. So
all that worrying for nothing.
Yeah. Whole lot of stress going on there 30 minutes before the game. There's the wind and the 1-1. And a swing and a line drive. Look out. Foul into the stands in right. And it got somebody in the bare hand. But got his hand up to protect himself. Look out. Turbo second in the league in steals behind Sanford. Turbo with 7, Darian with 11, and Turbo asks for time and takes a step out. Now the wind from Nicely and the pitch. And a swing and a ground ball foul down past Wally Backman, who's coaching at third tonight with Lou Ford in his lineup DHing. Revs are in the home whites. The nameplates on the back. Long Island Road Gray here tonight. And they've won 3 in a row. Couple at home against High Point, and then the first one here. Lights are on at the start. Nicely fires, and a breaking ball dumped in the dirt. Our plate ump tonight is Justin Sims, Jerry Martinez at first, and John Grasso, the umpire at third base. Turbo, Lombardozzi, Mazzilli, the top 3, as Nicely delivers. And a swing and a chop to third. Franco picks it, coming in, steadies, fires, got him. Carlos Franco on the high chop to third. He makes the short hop pick to his left. And a smooth handle for the first out of the night.
And again, just another wonderful play at third from Franco. His bat has always been there, but his defense has vastly improved here in 2021.
1 down, that's how our game begins. And here is Steve Lombardozzi, who's hitting at .289, 1 home run, 10 driven in. Pitch from Nicely, breaking ball, and it's over for a strike. The Ducks are 5th in the league in runs scored, 7th in batting, .240. Pitch, it is swung on, grounded toward the middle, and that's going to make its way through. A base hit over toward left center. And Lombardozzi, a 1-out base runner. Grounded it past Nicely's glove, and then right between Jan Sanchez ranging from short and the second base bag. So a 1-out runner for LJ Mazzilli. Comes in 5 for 17, hitting .294. He was held hitless last night. A night ago, it was the top 2, and then the bottom 3 in their order that did the damage. First pitch, that's down and in, and off Castro's glove. It'll ricochet back. He'll hustle to the backstop as Lombardozzi takes a turn, advances on what they will score a pass ball, saying that it was not in the dirt. And the Revs, especially the first 5 or 6 games, really struggled with pass balls and wild pitches. It has been better. Got a runner at second with one out. And the 1-0. Fastball, it is high and wide. Mazzilli, the son of Lee, longtime big leaguer, former Orioles manager. Nicely the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and a changeup, and that got through Castro, through the wickets, and Lombardozzi moves up to third on a second straight pass ball. Carlos had 4 in maybe like the first, again, 5 or 6 games of the year, had not had another one since, but 2 in a row this inning. So a runner at third with nobody out, or with 1 out rather. Ducks a chance to strike first. The Revs early on with the infield back. Nicely the 2-1, and a swing and a fly ball to right, sends Crawford back deep into the alley in right field and runs it down. But Lombardozzi will tag and score. It's 1-0. Crawford makes that play, ranging back toward Cannonball Charlie, but a sac fly from Mazzilli drives in his 4th and a 1-0 Long Island lead. Well, I think the thing tonight for Nicely, avoid the big inning. As of now, that's an unearned run. Here is Lou Ford, the DH. And first pitch fastball right there for a strike. Nicely does throw it at 90. It's got good velo. Mace just wants him to use the off speed more. The 0-1 and a breaking ball missed low.
And how often do we say that for not just pitchers at every level? Trust your off speed stuff just a little more. Everyone's in baseball obsessed with velocity when control is important too.
For the DH tonight, here's the 1-1. Swings and he chips one on the ground softly to second. Kenley charges up, gloves, and throws over to first. So he handles that one, and his first chance in a Revs uniform. Side is retired, but an unearned run crosses. 1 hit, nobody left, and at the end of a half inning tonight, it's the Ducks 1 and the Revs coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
One 0 lead for the Ducks. Right-hander Brendan Feldman set to make his 3rd start. No record, a 2.70 ERA. 10 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 4. And Darian Sanford coming up first. Otel Mesa will follow here in the 1st inning tonight. 1-0 on an unearned run. That is the fourth unearned run charged against nicely. And the first pitch to Sanford, it is just outside. Darien hitting at 231. Had a 5-game hitting streak snapped last night, but tops in the league in steals, second in runs. Among the tops in walks. The 1-0, and that misses away. Dotel, the 2-hole hitter again, with Figuera purchased by Chicago. The tongue popping up close and audible as he stands on deck. Here's the 2-0. And a fastball in for a strike. Feldman, a 6'4" righty, 27 years old. Only his 4th pro season, but he's gotten all the way to AAA. Got to Fresno with the Astros. Fires. And a swing and a tap down toward first. Hugging the line. They call it fair. Sanford never left the box. I think he thought it went off his foot. And Sanchez scooped it, steps on the bag, and Sanford is called out. Never left the batter's box, and he didn't think it was fair. But it goes 3 unassisted to start the night. Well, that was strange. Here is Wellington Dotel. Dotel DHing, hitting at 381. 6th in the league in total hits. First pitch, swings and grounds it softly to second. Lombardozzi charging in toward the middle, gloves and fires over to first. 2 quick ground outs for Feldman. In his first start at West Virginia, 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, and then even better at Southern Maryland. Last Sunday, 5 innings, 1 run. They took the lead late, won the game. He had a no decision on it. And here is Melky. He's hitting 245. First pitch from Feldman. That's in there for a strike. Melky just 1 for 15 the last 4, but did have a hit his first time up last night. Tied for the league lead in doubles with 5. The wind, the 0-1. And that skips in the dirt. Trying a slider there. Feldman last year in the 2019 in the Frontier League with River City, 7-1, a 1.97 ERA, 4 complete games. Fires, and a breaking ball hooks away. A native of Washington, Missouri. Which I believe is in the St. Louis area. Now delivers. And a swing and a line drive to the gap in left center field. That's down for a hit. And this will bound to the wall. Melky on his way to second, and he's in with his league-leading 6th double. A rocket to left center, and the Rebs have their first base hit of the night. A run-scoring opportunity for the birthday boy, Nelly Rodriguez, coming up. 13-game hitting streak, batting .380, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, which ranks 2nd. Only Carlos Franco with 17 has more. And the first pitch, it is outside. Rebs down 1-0, looking to answer right away. Nelly's 2nd in the league in total hits. By the way, he came in tonight tied with Melky and a couple of others for the league lead in doubles. The 1-0. And he lays off on a slider. Appeal to first. Did not go. 2-0. Had a 2-hit game last night with the Revs' only extra base hit, a 7th-inning double. And Nelly second in the league in overall extra base hits. 2-0. Breaking ball, and that sweeps in for a strike. Now the 2-1, and it bites down and away. Another breaking ball. Hasn't really gotten any fastballs to even see yet. Nelly hitting .417 with runners in scoring position. Revs as a team, .341. Still lead the league in runs scored by 20, even after being shut out last night. Now to 3-1, and a slider bends across for a strike. Okay, we're going to see a lot of sliders tonight, or at least Nelly is.
Yeah, that's for sure. And with an upper 300s batting average in scoring position, you might be asking, well, then why were the Revs shut out? We didn't have multiple base runners till this 9th inning.
That's right. The only inning all night with more than one runner. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Stayed off speed, down and away, and Feldman with a scoreless first inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We head to the second tonight. Long Island on top, 1-0.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Out of the second inning, 1-0, Long Island up. Unearned run, couple of pass balls in the first. Ryan Jackson named the K-Man tonight. And nicely with the first pitch fastball in for a strike. Jackson hitting .362, 2 home runs. It's the 0-1, and a backdoor hook stayed out. He was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run last night, and so a little tantrum. There's the 1-1, breaking ball, and that ducks in for a strike. Nicely backdoors it, jumps ahead. We're due for one of these. There's the 1-2, and a swing and a ground ball, second base. Kenley's got it, throw on to first, 1 away. The Maz Sticks will have to wait, but nicely with his third ground ball out already tonight.
And the back-to-back ground balls Kenley's way at that, Daryl. And I'll tell you what, he's looking good so far.
We've heard a lot of good things about him defensively. He's played all the infield spots except first base. The sky is brightening a little bit here. It's cloud cover moves its way through. Here's Ray Fuentes, and he gets hit in the back. First pitch curve. And he'll toss the bat away and head to first. Now a first pitch hit by pitch. And that'll put Fuentes aboard. He is 3 for 3 in steals.
And definitely think nicely slipped on the grip on that pitch, immediately looking at his hand after throwing that pitch. He certainly not intentional, and just a slip of the grip.
Hasn't walked any. That is the second batter that he's hit. Here is Hector Sanchez. First pitch is down and in. He has to dance out of the way with Castro reaching for it. Sanchez switch hitting big league experienced catcher, but playing at first base tonight. Last night he caught, and now he's at first. Last night Giardina was at third, and now he's catching. On a 1-0, and it finds the outside corner. Fastball strike. Sanchez hitting 206 with a home run and 9 driven in. He would have been in the Can-Am with Ottawa this year, but the Canadian team's not playing, so he was dealt back to Long Island. The 1-1 runner goes from first. Pitch is low, and Castro a throw on a hop, and Kenley knocks it down. It's a stolen base, and Carlos, some awkward footwork. I think Polo is asking from the dugout, did the batter interfere? He went like totally sideways with his footwork to throw that.
Looked like Garrett Granite's trying to throw that ball down the second base. A little submarine action almost.
Fuentes with his 4th steal now. So runner at second with 1 out. Nicely shakes off a couple of times and now ready. The 2-1. Oh, that hits Sanchez. Came in with a fastball at 91, and he gets hit. I think right in the back as well. It's a 2 on hit batters with 1 out here in the second inning. Well, pitchers do need to pitch inside. Here is Sal Giardina. Had a big night last night, 2 for 4, double, 2 RBIs. He's tied for the league lead with 5 doubles, part of that group. Melky just broke apart with 6. First pitch, he tried the check and went on it, buried in the dirt. Castro blocks it, that's a strike. Giardina, another switch hitter. They've got 3 of them on the roster, 2 of them are catchers. He's hitting 297 with a home run and 8 batted in. Nicely the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Fastball right by him. Good late action on that. First time that Nicely faces the Ducks. Made 1 start for York last year, which was in Lancaster. And the 0-2. Breaking ball grounded. Off nicely right to Kenley. Steps on second. Throws to first. Double play. 1-4-3 double play. A little glance off of Austin Nicely. I think his leg, not his glove, but just a little redirection right to Kenley, who handles the twin killing. He's been busy at second. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning, still 1-0 Long Island.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families with the best possible in-home care. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing and certified in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, and friendly companionship. We offer flexible hourly care and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488, or online at visitingangels.com.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at royalmanchestergolflinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the second, it is a 1-0 Long Island lead. First pitch to Carlos Franco is swung on and popped up by the third base side. This will find the seats. Strike one on Franco, who is in the lineup tonight. He's hitting at .342, 3 home runs, paces the league in RBIs with 17. Tied for first in walks with 15, and he is third in on-base percentage. Feldman from the first base side of the rubber delivers and paints the outside. That's a called strike. Franco, Crawford, Castro this inning. Feldman, the tan glove, grips it, winds and fires, and bounced it up there. Revs a 2-out double from Mesa in the first inning, but that was all. Ducks an unearned run in the top of the first, had 2 hit batters in the second inning, but nicely rolling a double play. On a 1-2, and that's down in the dirt as Feldman spins around on his finish. Again, only 4th pro season, but has gotten to AAA. Parts of 3 seasons in the Astros system. Takes a deep breath and delivers home. And is swinging a dribbler down toward first. It is staying fair. Sanchez up to glove and steps on the bag. 1 down, and Feldman's gotten 3 of his 4 outs on ground balls. That'll bring up Rashad Crawford. Revs looking to get back into the swing and tee off tonight. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. First pitch to Crawford. That sinks low and outside at 84. 2-seamer. Crawford hitting .313 with 2 home runs, and he leads the league in runs with 16. The wind and the 1-0, and that is in tight. One of the neatest notes here early this season, the Revs have the top 3 individuals in both runs and RBIs. It's pretty significant. 2-0, and a swing and a bouncing ball right side. Lombardozzi to his left gets a favorable hop and a short dump off to first for out number 2. Now, almost everything on the ground against Feldman here so far. And with 2 outs, Carlos Castro coming up. Feldman, who went to Lindenwood University in Missouri. And then in his minor league career in the Astros system, a .287 ERA. Had 11 saves in the minors. Pitch to Castro, breaking ball, it's down low. Carlos hitting .417, tied for 6th in the league in hitting. 2 home runs, 15 driven in, is tied for 3rd most. 1-0. And a swing and a high chop toward 3rd. Charging is Farias. He's got it, and on the run, throws across to 1st to end the inning. Tricky in between hop, but he picked it cleanly. And 3 ground ball outs for Brendan Feldman in a 1-2-3 second inning. We'll go to the 3rd tonight, still 1-0 Long Island.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head of the 3rd inning, 1-0. Long Island leads it. Division rivals this year. They will play 24 times, 12 home, 12 road. Make our first visit to the island in mid-July, as Ben Farias will lead things off. 1 for 9 at the plate in 7 games. First pitch from Nicely is hit in the air to left center in the gap, and it is down 1 hop off the top of the wall, and ricochet is over. And it's a leadoff ground rule double. Farias, who was 1 for 9 and used sparingly off the bench in 7 games, pinch hitting and whatnot. And he doubles on the first pitch to lead off the 3rd. He had been playing with a local amateur team, the Long Island Black Sox. He's from New York. Very early in his pro career, and that's a big hit for him. Here is Johnny Turbo at the top of the order. First pitch is down and in, a slider. Castro blocks it. I'm sure Nicely and Castro just trying to get ahead. First pitch strike on the 9-hitter who hasn't done much and jumped all over it. Turbo ground out to 3rd, his first time. Nicely shakes off once, and now he's ready with it. Corners up, 1-0 pitch, swinging a little tap in front of the plate. Castro out, has to hurry, turns, guns it, and got him at first. Beautifully done. And it works like a bunt. 2-3 on the out. It was a swinging bunt that came to a rest right out in front of home plate. Any misstep, and with turbo speed, he'd have been on. Runner goes to third with 1 out.
And that's a big confidence builder for Castro. He's already had a couple of pass balls on him, and it's a bit of an awkward throw to second last inning, but an absolute dart to Nelly at first.
Long Island a 1-0 lead. Steve Lombardozzi will try to add to it. Corners come in. The middle stays back. Runner at third, 1 out. First pitch is down and in. Castro slides to his left and deadens that one. Lombardozzi grounded a single up the middle in the first. He advanced on those 2 pass balls, scored on Mazzilli's sac fly. An unearned run. Now nicely to the belt, and the 1-0 breaking ball stays away. Nicely from Grottoes, Virginia. My memory stinks. I think he told me it's down near James Madison University. Well, I'm also distracted because Everett's in the press box. There's a fastball just missed away, 3-0. Like, doesn't he have a whole team that needs him downstairs? Does he have a clubhouse to tend to? Or to clean? Maybe clean? A grill to set up. Here's a fastball. That's a called strike.
Just pointed at my mic, the Shore standalone that I have. It's like I've had it since the beginning, Everett. You've come in before.
Yeah, anyway.
It's not that new.
Making his rounds. Stretched from nicely. The 3-1. And that's down in the dirt. Castro blocks. But it is ball 4. First walk issued all season from Nicely. Does set up a double play. First and third with Mazzilli coming up. 1-0 Long Island here in the third inning.
That was really the first time in facing a batter that Nicely was missing outside. So we'll see what happens in this next at bat against Mazzilli. He's had some trouble inside, but not outside so far. He's gotten a lot of chases on his outside pitches.
How about another double play?
That would be wonderful.
Revs last inning turned their 10th. A long look in, nicely ready. Setting up in. First pitch is in, but a little up. 1 ball and no strikes.
They coincidentally came into tonight tied with Long Island for third in the league in double plays at 9 each.
On the 1-0. Swinging a line drive to center field. Sanford in and runs it down, and they can't tag from third. Throw in will roll to the plate. And Farias did not tag at third base. He's still standing there with 2 outs on a bullet to center that Sanford comes in and squeezes. Should have been the second sac fly for Mazzilli tonight. And instead, the Revs catch a break. Nicely will face Lou Ford trying to get out of the inning unscathed.
And on that liner to center, it was heading there in a hurry, and Sanford had to get on his horse, and very few center fielders in a lot of leagues can make that play. Sanford, though, was one of them.
Now here's Ford, who grounded out to second his first time. Got a good bit on that throw as well. And nicely stares at first, delivers home, and a swing and a foul back upstairs. Comes bouncing down to some unsuspecting patrons below. No balls and a strike. This would be huge if he can escape after the first pitch leadoff double. Ready with the sign. Now the 0-1. And a swing, a ground ball towards short. Jan to his left, scoops and flips, and the inning is over with Kenley covering at second. And what a job from the Revs, who also got a break with a base running mistake. No runs, 1 hit, And runners left at the corners. Nicely works out of it. Still a 1-0 Long Island lead. We go to the bottom half of the third.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Still 1-0. Revs will try to take advantage. As nicely got out of some trouble in the top half. Jan Sanchez will lead it off. Jack Kenley next. Couple of the newest Revs. As Feldman delivers to Sanchez and a swing and a towering fly to left, but he got under it. Mazzilli comes in, settles under it toward the line, and makes the one-hand grab, a one-pitch out. Sanchez, who last night singled off the nemesis and left, actually the first Revs hitter to hit the wall this year. Now with one down, here is Jack Kenley, who got into town yesterday, took his first BP today, and with Dundon banged up a little bit, Kenley, after BP, added to the lineup. First pitch to the left-hand hitter, he takes the strike. He's a Tigers draft pick, 8th round, just 2 years ago out of University of Arkansas. Got to Double-A with Detroit. On the 0-1, and that misses down and in.
We talked about it earlier in the season, Daryl. This will probably be a lot of the future cases of players in the Atlantic League, drafted not too long ago, but for one reason or another, find themselves released from a major league organization and find themselves in the Atlantic League.
A wind and the pitch, and a swing and a foul tip, a changeup. He is from Germantown, Tennessee, now lives in Anderson, South Carolina. Had a terrific college career with the Razorbacks. Known as very good with the glove. We've seen him very active early tonight. The pitch, fastball, and it missed away. 2-2.
We've already seen guys who never made it past the low level in the minors, a guy like Edwin Figueroa, who never made it past high A, but now he's heading to Double-A after proving he can play in a league like the Atlantic League.
On the wind, the 2-2. And a swing and a line drive toward the middle, base hit. His first Revs hit comes in his first at bat. Jack Kenley singles up the middle, a slicing line drive. And Ryan Jackson at short had him played up the middle but couldn't reach it. He's batting 1,000. Second hit of the night for the Revs, and Kenley a one-out base runner. Nice job of hitting with 2 strikes on him. Stayed short to it, stayed up the middle. And here is Darian Sanford. First pitch to him, it is taken high. Grounded out to first his first time up and never ran. He thought it was foul, but was surprised that perhaps they didn't say that it hit his foot. On the stretch. And the 1-0 swing, and he pops it up foul ground. This is out of play to the left. Rebs trailing 1-0 here in the 3rd inning. Now been held scoreless in 12 straight innings as Kenley draws a throw, goes scrambling back. Some sun is appearing, a little break in the cloud cover off to the third base side. Feldman the stretch. And the 1-1 swing and a miss, change up. Now the first time through the order we saw a ton of breaking balls. Now it's more so the change up.
Yeah, Portinelli only saw breaking balls basically in his first appearance against him.
And he has stayed out of the middle. Good location so far. The 1-2. And a swing and a foul tip back. Sanford able to reach and spoil it. He stays alive. So we weren't good enough for Everett. He has made his way to the dugout now.
Probably missed out on the Ritas.
It's too bad.
I don't think they saved one for him. It's a shame.
Now the 1-2, there goes Kenley. It's down and away. The throw to second, he dives in with a steal. Jack Kenley with a stolen base. And he's in scoring position. Down and away, not a bad pitch for Giardina to throw on. One hop throw to second and Kenley in, no problem. He's flexing his left hand, maybe hit that bag hard, but has a single and a steal. He leads from second. The pitch to Sanford. He swings in a foul tip. Ricochets off Giardina's face mask. And Darian will make Feldman work a little harder.
Interesting aggressiveness on the base pass from Kenley, Darryl. That's just his 6th professional stolen base.
I like it. It's our Harvey's Rental steal of the game tonight. Pitch to Sanford. He swings and misses. Change up down and away. And Feldman wins the battle for his 2nd strikeout of the night. Visit Harvey's at 1409 South George Street for all your steel power equipment needs. Harvey's Rental, the most to rent under one roof. Now here's Dotel, who grounded out to second in his first time. Revs down 1-0 in the 3rd. The first pitch, breaking ball, and it bends away. Dotel does his little hand tracking of the break afterward.
He is just such an interesting player to watch. All of his mannerisms and routines. Love it.
I can't get enough of it. Now back in, waggling the bat out away from his body. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. He chased a slider there. Revs had a 2-out double in the first, stranded Mesa. They got Kenley to second with 1 out this inning. He stands there with 2 away. On the flip side, Long Island, some chances for more early on and have only scored the 1. And time is asked for. Dotel backs out. We now have pretty strong sunlight through the middle of the field. Shadows from behind the mound in.
Seems like it's been forever since we've seen the sun at home.
Yeah.
Got plenty of it in Lancaster.
A 1-1 swing and a high fly to right field. This will push Turbo back, but he'll have room. Now comes in and makes the grab and medium deep right to end the inning. Jack Kenley with his first Revs hit and steal, but he is left on at second. And we go to the fourth. Ray with the play-by-play. The Ducks still with the 1-0 lead.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the fourth here at PeoplesBank Park on this Saturday evening. Ray Jensen here with you in the play-by-play for the next three innings. It's a 1-0 Long Island lead. Austin Nicely for a fourth inning of work on the mound tonight, starting off against Ryan Jackson of the Ducks this frame. First pitch, swung on by Jackson, a bouncer to shortstop. Sanchez has it in a couple of hops to his chest. Rodriguez in time. Gotta love quick at-bats like that, especially for Austin Nicely. First pitch, swinging, and he grounds it to Sanchez over at shortstop. Now Everett, come on. Got Everett George trying to snatch my food. Agreed. Ray Fuentes next up to face Nicely. First pitch and lefty on lefty matchup. Misses for a ball, 1-0 the count. Fuentes was hit by a pitch, one of two batters hit by pitches thrown by Nicely in the second, as Nicely struggled a little bit in the grip in that inning, but recovered. Next offering, swung on and missed for a strike, and evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So yeah, back in the second, Fuentes was hit by a pitch and later stole second, and then Hector Sanchez, just a batter later, was hit on a pitch inside by Nicely. But then Sal Jardina hit into a 1-4-3 double play. They got the Revs out of the second. The 1-1. That missed low near the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Both teams with just 2 hits. Long Island, though, scoring an unearned run back in the first. A base hit for Lombardozzi, and he moved over to third in a couple of pass balls. And then L.J. Mazzilli able to score him with a sac fly to right. The 2-1. That catches the inside edge for strike 2. We're all evened up at 2-2 now for Fuentes. Since the night, batting just 189 of 7 hits. A couple extra base hits for him. Double and a home run. 4 runs batted in. Last night went 0 for 4 for strikeout. The 2-2. Swung on by Fuentes. Ground ball third base side. Fouls. And rolls past Wally Backman. Coaching third base, heads towards the Long Island bullpen. Still remains a 2-2 count for Fuentes. Swings a two-tone bat above the plate. Now rests above the shoulder. 2-2. Pitch inside near the feet. 3 balls and 2 strikes count. Now has run full for Fuentes. Gorgeous baseball night here in York, Pennsylvania. 80 degrees, but a comfortable 80 degrees. A little humid, though, but I don't mind it. And the payoff pitch. That misses low, ball 4, and it's a lead, 1-out walk, worked by Ray Fuentes. So he's on at first for the second time today. Hit by pitch and now a walk. He stands at first of 1 out. Now Hector Sanchez due up for his second time. As mentioned, he was the second batter hit by a pitch from Nicely back in the second inning. He was retired and it's part of a 1-4-3 double play. Sanchez continuing the bat from the right side against the lefty Nicely. Ready for the first offering as Nicely is set as well at the waist. Looks Fuentes at first. First pitch swung on by Sanchez. Ground ball in front of Nicely. Struggles over it off the mound. Quick throw to first. Draws Nelly off the bag. And Sanchez will be safe. It'll be a fielding error on Nicely that allows Sanchez to reach. Fuentes was going on the pitch anyway. He sets over to second. So runners at first and second with Sanchez with the error. Fuentes with the walk, and then the error moves to second. Runner in second base. Scoring position, now they're at first, 1 out. Now Sal Giardina, who did some damage against York last night. RBI double in the 5th, and RBI base hit in the 2nd. Only was retired once last night as he reached an error in the 9th. Flew out to center field in the 6th. First pitch from Nicely this time. This is outside, and the now batting righty, Giardina, once again. Ball 1 of the count. Giardina back in, slightly even stance from the right side for the switch hitter. Nicely set at his waist as he looks back to second with Fuentes. First, back to second again, now the 1-0. Misses inside, it catches the inside edge, for a strike for 1 ball, 1 strike count. Fuentes teased going on that offering, so my eyes immediately went to him to see if he was trying to steal again. He has a stolen base tonight. Got back in the second. Mostly used to see Johnny Turbo getting stolen bases for the Ducks, but he was unsuccessful in his attempt to steal second back in the second inning last night. Was caught stealing on a beautiful throw from Castro behind the dish to get the final out in the second inning last night. 1-1 the count for Giardina at the plate. Runners at first and second, 1 out here in the 4th. Ducks lead 1-0. Pitch from Nicely. Tap foul by Giardina as he goes to the right behind the plate for strike 2. Moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Giardina catching, played third last night. First season of the Atlantic League as well at the Ducks for Giardina. Not only can he play some third base and catch, but we also found out he can pitch. He has appeared in 9 games out of the bullpen in his professional career. Second from Nicely a couple times. Fuentes just slightly past the infield cutout. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. He struck him out of a pitch low in the zone and got Giardina to chase, and that's out number 2 here in the 4th. Full Giardina, the pitch that had a sharp floor to it. Giardina swings and misses with the lumber, and that's out number 2 here in the 4th. Still a 1-0 Ducks lead. Runner still on at first and second. Now two outs on the board, for Ben Farias. Ground rule double his last time up. Stranded at third. First pitch in there for a strike to start Farias 0-1. The third, nicely able to strand runners at the corners. Force out from a ball that's grounded into by Lou Ford to Sanchez way as he threw to Kenley with the inning-ending force. The 0-1. Swung on and missed by Farias for strike 2. 0-2 now the count. Nicely, definitely able to generate a lot more swing and misses here in the later innings, which is very encouraging stuff. The count for Farias. 0-2 the count, pardon. Ready with the tan bat right on the shoulder, now takes his stance, but now steps out just a tad as Nicely resets on the rubber. Runners with their leads as Sanchez just within the infield cutout at first, over at second, Fuentes outside of it, the 0-2. This is in the dirt for ball 1, and Carlos Castro immediately jumping out from behind the dish to try to snag that one. Keeping both runners honest. Remains just a 1 ball and 2 strike count, still 2 outs on the board. Haven't seen a lot of Nicely here in PeoplesBank Park, as he was signed by the Revs last year, but only made 1 start at Clipper Magazine Stadium, in fact, against Lancaster. Got a no decision and 4 innings pitched, allowed 4 runs in those 4 innings. The 1-2. Fouled off by Farias, and he stays alive. Remains a 1-2 count. Got to see Austin in person here at PeoplesBank Park for the first time in his Revs career back on May 30th against the High Point Rockers in the first of a doubleheader. 3 2/3 innings pitched for Nicely that day. Just 4 earned runs allowed, 3 strikeouts. Not a ton of strikeouts so far for Nicely this year. The most was those 3 he got on May 30th, 1 each on his appearance on June 1st out of the bullpen against Gastonia. The 1-2. There's another strikeout there, though, as he gets Farias to chase on a 1-2 pitch, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Nicely to end the 4th inning. Nice stuff there for the lefty Nicely. Through 3.5 here at PeoplesBank Park. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Revs still trail 1-0.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Belle, the Beast, and the enchanted world of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Playing at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater June 3rd through July 31st.
There goes the baker with his tray.
It's the classic tale you love when Belle meets the Beast. A young prince trapped under a spell with time running out for the curse to be broken. A show for the entire family. Call Dutch Apple Dinner Theater today at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Ray Jensen back with you as we're entering the bottom of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. 1-0 Long Island lead. Let's see what York can do here in their 4th inning. First pitch from Feldman to the leadoff batter for York, Melky Mesa. Misses for a ball, 1-0 the count. Be Mesa, Rodriguez, Franco due up for York here in the 4th inning. Austin Nicely, just a half inning ago, able to strand 2 more runners as 2 reached on a walk and an error. But nothing against the Revs in the 4th frame. It's still a 1-0 Long Island lead. The 1-0, swung on by Mesa. He's popped up, checking first base side. Out of play. Hit off something metal. Resounding gong heard here in PeoplesBank Park, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike for Mesa. And as Giardina ditched the mask to observe that foul ball, I did not realize he had a absolutely majestic mustache. Tip of the cap to you, sir. The 1-1. Swung on by Mesa, fouled off third base side and hits to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now for Melky. Kind of an old style, like Western-looking mustache for Giardina. Looks like something out of Deadwood. I might be dating myself there. I think it's been a bit since Deadwood was on the airwaves. The 1-2. Swung on by Melky and fouls it off once more near the third base side. Do it again in a 1-2 count. Melky already with a hit tonight, an extra base hit at that, a 2-out double back in the first for his now league-leading 6th double of the season. Was tied with 7 other players coming to play tonight, all with 5s. Tied with his teammate Nelly Rodriguez and Brock Stassi and Sal Giardina, who also had 5 at the time. The 1-2 misses inside, and Mesa had to track back a foot to get out of the way of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count remains for Mesa. Two the count for the Revs left fielder tonight. No one on, no one out. He's leading off the 4th as the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Mesa for strike 3, and he's down on strikes for out number 1 here in the 4th. That's the 3rd strikeout for Feldman thus far. That's now a season high for him. He only struck out 2 in his last 2 starts at West Virginia and Southern Maryland, respectively. Now striking out 3 Revs batters thus far through 3 1/3 innings, as he will face Nelly Rodriguez for the second time. Nelly was the first to strike out against Feldman tonight. Let's see what the birthday boy can do in his second plate appearance today. Feldman ready, turns. First pitch, swung on by Nelly, popped up. Looks playable. And then the infield, Lombardozzi tracking to his left from second base in the dirt will put it away for out number 2. So Nelly tried to get a piece of the first offering, and Feldman tried to jump on it but got under it. Popped way up and out, put away by Lombardozzi at second for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for York here in the 4th. Let's bring up Carlos Franco for his second time, 0 for 1 off a ground out. Franco looking to keep a hitting streak alive, entered tonight on a 3-game hitting streak, hitting 5 for 10 in that streak. 1 for 2 last night with 2 walks. Ready for the first pitch from Feldman. That is away for a ball, 1 of the count. Franco adjusting in the box just a tad. Now goes through his routine, tapping the plate, waving above, now ready. Feldman turns, offers the 1-0. Just getting a piece as Franco just off the tip of the bat, it looked like, as it went towards the backstop. Need to count to 1 ball and a strike. Franco with 3 home runs. Up there of Nelly Rodriguez for the team lead. 17 RBI. One of the league's best in that category is the 1-1. Ooh, is in the dirt and looks like it bounced up and got a piece of Giardina's mask. He's all right, no problems there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count for Franco. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but not only has Franco been great at the plate, he's been good at third base. I mean, really the only knock against him is that his defense has come and gone as the 2-1. That misses outside for ball 3, and it's now 3 balls, 1 strike on Franco. He did have a really good arm in the Braves system. Had the best infield arm in their system by, according to Baseball America, in 2012. He's showing a little bit of that here in 2021 with York. Now the 3-1. That misses upstairs for ball 4, and it's another walk worked by Franco. He's been excellent at doing that as well. Had 2 walks last night. That's now 3 in his past 2. Now his league-leading 16th walk of this season. So Franco heads to first base. 2 outs. 1 on Rashad Crawford. Franco already representing the tying run now at first base of his walk worked of 2 outs here in the 4th. Crawford the go-ahead run at the plate. Revs trail by just 1. 1-0 lead for Long Island. Both teams have 2 hits. Revs do have an error in the field tonight. First pitch. Catches the inside edge and the lefty Crawford for a strike. 0-1 the count for Rashad. Crawford ready. The open stance on the left side. Next offering. Catches the upside part of the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count now for Crawford, who can rebuild after snapping a 5-game hitting streak last night. 0 for 3 at the plate in last night's game against the Ducks. This puts together some impressive streaks as the 0-2. That just misses low and away for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Some impressive streaks for Crawford. Back in 2014 of Boise, was a Northwest League midseason All-Star that season, had a 19-game hitting streak as well. So he's capable of putting together some lengthy streaks. Meanwhile, Feldman looking with some dirt at the cleats, trying to knock him off at the mound. He's now comfortable and ready. Franco at first base, 1-2 the count for Crawford at the plate. Next pitch, that dips low and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to paint the outside corner on the lefty. Crawford is Feldman, but not able to get it in these last 2 offerings. They're going ahead 0-2. Crawford has worked it full to a 2-2 count. Someone ready at the chest, the 2-2. That misses outside again, this time ball 3. A wonderful job by Crawford after going down 0-2 early. Works it back to full on the next 3 offerings. Full count for Crawford. 2 outs on the board. Franco at first following his 2-out walk. Rebs just trail by 1 run. Crawford can hit for contact and power. And the payoff pitch. And Crawford takes it for strike 3, inning over. Looks like it painted the upper top of the zone on Crawford. He's not happy with himself heading back towards the dugout, and the Rebs are kept scoreless for a 4th straight inning here tonight. Heading to the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park, it's still a 1-0 Long Island lead.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling. If it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
On to the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park. Still a 1-0 Ducks lead. First pitch from Austin nicely swung on by Turbo and hit right to third base. Franco has it on just one hop. Throws across the diamond to Rodriguez in time for out number 1 here in the 5th. It's a third ground out by Turbo out the plate tonight and on just one pitch this time. And that's the second time in as many innings as the leadoff batter offered at the first pitch from Nicely and grounded out for out number 1. So quick outs for Nicely. He's at 58 pitches now through 4 1/3, and he will face Lombardozzi for a third time. 1 for 1 of a base hit, a walk and a run scored thus far tonight is Lombardozzi. Nicely turns the first pitch. Catches the outside edge for a strike. 0-1 the count to start. The Ducks' second baseman. The 0-1 bounces up in the dirt and glances off the glove of Castro as it hits back to the netting. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lombardozzi entering play batting .289 of 13 hits, a couple doubles, a home run, 10 runs batted in on the season. The 1-1. Just a little high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 for 3 last night. If an RBI sac fly in the 5th was Lombardozzi. Only hit came with a single in the 1st. 2-1, swung by Lombardozzi right to the awaiting glove of Franco at third base. Didn't even have to move, lifted the glove hand, and that was it. 2 straight balls hit Franco's way, and he's put him away with style. 2 up, 2 down for the Ducks here in the 5th. They'll lead things to L.J. Mazzilli to try to keep the frame alive for Long Island. RBI sac flying and a line out thus far for Mazzilli. 0 for 1 on his night thus far. Mazzilli steps in as Nicely turns and offers the first pitch. Swung on by Mazzilli. Ground ball to short. Scooped up by Sanchez. They'll across the first. Mazzilli hustling, and they got him. Long throw over, and it looks like they beat him by just a step, but a 1-2-3 inning for Austin Nicely here in the 5th. and it keeps the Ducks off the board for a fourth straight inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park, still a 1-0 Long Island lead.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York. Your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code REVS Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you. Rebs still trail the Ducks by 1, just 1. 1-0 lead for Long Island as Carlos Castro leads off the fifth inning at the plate for York. Castro, Sanchez, and Kenley do up. First pitch there from Feldman. Misses away for a ball. 1-0 count to start Castro, who's over 1 of a ground out. Last inning, in the top of the fifth, Nicely able to retire 3 Ducks on 6 pitches. Excellent stuff from Nicely thus far as he's through 5. Allowed just 1 run on 2 hits. Next offering. Swung on by Castro, and that's a liner to left field for a hit. Castro will head towards first base. They'll give him the stop signal there as he rounds first and heads back with a leadoff single. First Revs leadoff hit of the night. Their 3rd hit overall. Melky with the double back in the first of 2 outs and a 1-out single from Jack Kenley making his Revs debut here this evening, back in the 3rd. Let's see if this can jumpstart the offense here in the 5th as Jan Sanchez represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Sanchez came in tonight 4 for 12 with 2 runs batted in. First pitch from Feldman, swung on by Sanchez, pretty much same spot as Oland in left for another base hit. Castro moves over to second base as Sanchez has his 5th hit as a Rev. So we got something going here. Runners at first and second, no one out for the new guy, Jack Kenley. Jack Kenley, one of 2 new acquisitions for York. The other was a pitcher, Enrique Santana, who's wearing number 38. We'll see if he'll make an appearance later this evening, but Nicely's been doing well so far. Kenley batting to the left side. Ready to face Feldman a second time, but now steps out real quick as Feldman readjusts on the rubber. Kenley already 1 for 1 off a base hit and a stolen base in the 3rd. Looking to be aggressive early on in his Revs tenure. Runners at first and second, nobody out as Feldman stares down Castro at second. Now the first pitch of the plate. Dips low for a ball and it starts Kenley 1 ball and no strikes. Time for this date in York baseball history, brought to you by the York County History Center. With more than 90,000 artifacts highlighting nearly 300 years of York's impressive history. Your history starts here. For tickets and guided tours, visit us online at yorkhistorycenter.org. I'll tell you the historical nugget after this 1-0. That dips low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Today, Glen Rock native and St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Cliff Heathcote hits for the cycle in a 19-inning game against Philadelphia at Baker Bowl. The game ended in an 8-8 tie, one of just 4 ties in the National League this season. That was this date in York baseball history, brought to you by York County History Center. 2-0 the count for Kenley at the plate. Runners at first and second, no one out. 2-0. Swung on by Kenley, fouls it off towards the Revs dugout. 2 balls and 1 strike the count now. Back-to-back singles from Castro and Sanchez of a runner at first and second. With no one out, Revs trail by just 1-0. They're now out hitting the Ducks 4-2 with their consecutive singles here in the 5th. Darian Sanford's on deck following Kenley. The 2-1. That dips low and it gets away from the catcher. Giardino to his right, and everyone else is going to move over 90 feet. Both runners move into scoring position. What they will call a wild pitch from Brendan Feldman. Sanchez now at second, Castro at third, still nobody out. And a 3-1 count now for Jack Kenley at the plate. Waving the black bat above the helmet with the white batting gloves, the 3-1. Swung on by Kenley and tracking towards right field. Looks playable for Turbo, who will snag it. Throw towards the plate as Castro charging in, sliding hands first. He is safe at the plate. The throw is to third. They did get Sanchez, though. The throw was actually the third base, pardon my eyesight. They got Sanchez as they could not get Castro. The game is tied up on the sac fly from Kenley, who gets his first Revs hit, stolen base, and RBI on the sac fly to right field. Outfield assist on the put out at third base, so 1 out, 2 out, pardon. Here in the inning, bases are clear for Darian Sanford. First pitch, shows bunt. Pulls back as the pitch is a tad high for a ball, 1-0 to count. So Revs are tied it up at 1. RBI sac fly from Jack Kenley that scores Carlos Castro. Jan Sanchez don't thrown out at third base on the throw from Turbo. 1-0 the count for Sanford. The 1-0. Swung on by Sanford, a dribbler right to first base, scooped up by Sanchez. Will step on the first base bag himself, and that will retire the side. But now until the Revs played their first run of the game that tied up at 1 apiece. RBI sac fly from the new guy, Jack Kenley. We head to the 6th inning here at PeoplesBank Park, tied at 1 apiece.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit columbiagaspa.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Sixth inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you. It's a 1-1 ball game as the Revs able to tie it up in their 5th inning. Austin nicely out for a 6th inning of work. He'll face Lou Ford to lead things off. First pitch in there for a strike to start off Ford 0-1. Jack Kenley able to bring in the tying run and an RBI sacrifice double play as the 0-1. Swung on by Ford and a ground ball towards third, cut off by Castro. Throw across the diamond to first, scooped up by Nelly, and they got him. Beat Ford by a couple of steps, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th. After allowing Hector Sanchez to reach on an error back in the 4th. That's 6 straight retired for Nicely. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th, then a 1-2-3, 6-pitch 5th inning. Now able to get Lou Ford in only a couple of pitches here in the 6th. First pitch now to Ryan Jackson is in the dirt and bounces away for ball 1 on the count. Meanwhile, back to the 5th inning, so it was a kind of a bang-bang sacrifice play as the 1-0. That drops in for a strike, 1-1 the count now for Jackson. So it was an RBI sac fly from Kenley to score Castro as he slid in hands first safely. And then the throw was relayed to first to Sanchez at the 1-1. Misses for ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Sanchez then threw a strike over to Farias at third to get Sanchez out at third base for the second out of the inning. And Sanford grounded out to first to retire the side. But the Revs do tie it. It's a 1-1 ball game here in the 6th. The 2-1. Misses in for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike the count now for Ryan Jackson, who's 0 for 2 of 2 groundouts. Grounded out in the very first pitch from Nicely in the 4th, and then Johnny Turbo did the same an inning later in the 5th. Here's the 3-1. That misses outside ball 4, and it's the first time Jackson has reached tonight. It's a 1-out walk worked by Ryan Jackson. It's the third 3 pass offered by Nicely tonight. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, now 1 in the 6th. So far in his outing, he'll now face Ray Fuentes, who reached the hard way of a hit by pitch in the 2nd, then worked a walk back in the 4th, was stranded at second base both times, though. Stole second back in the 2nd and reached second in the 4th on an error committed by Nicely on the mound. He tried to field a ball hit by Hector Sanchez. Nicely looking at first of Jackson, now the first pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1 the count to start Fuentes this time. Fuentes of Major League time, the Dodgers, Royals, and Diamondbacks. The 0-1. That just misses upstairs a tad for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Made his Major League debut in 2013 with the Padres, and then be seen again with the Royals 3 years later, and then just a year afterwards would be his time with the Diamondbacks. One ball, 1 strike the count for the center fielder. Next pitch, swung on and missed by Fuentes for strike 2. Tried to uppercut that one into the stratosphere, but missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count for him. For Fuentes over past winter, played in the Puerto Rican Winter League Championship of Criollas de Caguas and played in the Caribbean Series as well throughout the winter, so he stayed active. Nicely looking to first, now the 1-2. Fuentes just gets a piece of it as he fouls it almost straight back to the backstop. Do it once more to 1-2 count. Fuentes originally a first-round selection by the Boston Red Sox, 28th overall in the 2009 draft at a Fernando Callejo High School in Puerto Rico. So highly regarded prospect for a time before finding his way to the majors with the Friars. Now the 1-2 to Fuentes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Fuentes tried to turn on it and got nothing but air on that offering from Nicely. Excellently done. That's now the 3rd strikeout for Nicely. First strikeouts we've seen from him since the 4th when he struck out the final 2 batters in Jardina and Farias. So 2 out, 1 on here for the Ducks in the 6th, and it's up to Hector Sanchez to keep it alive for Long Island. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th. First pitch is low in the dirt for a ball. 1 on the count as Castro collapses on it. 1-0 the count for Sanchez. Sanchez against York in 2019 batted .300 of 6 runs batted in. A couple extra base hits, so 2 doubles, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts against York pitching. The 1-0 from Nicely. That dips low and in for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Looks like his teammate Fuentes, a batter ago, is a second-year Duck, also second-year Atlantic League player. Spent upwards of 7 seasons in the majors as Sanchez. Two 2-0 the count for Sanchez at the plate, is nicely ready at the waist. Looks to first of Jackson. After 1-out walk, now the 2-out. Swung on by Sanchez, ground ball to third, played on the hop by Franco. Throws over to second with Kenley covering, and that will retire the side with the force out. So stranding the runner with the walk and nicely working around the walk as well. Brilliant so far tonight as he has kept the Ducks to just 1 run in 6 innings. We head to the bottom of the 6th here at PeoplesBank Park. Let's see what the Revs can do in breaking a possible 1-1 tie.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families with the best possible in-home care. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing and certified in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, and friendly companionship. We offer flexible hourly care and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488, or online at visitingangels.com. Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
First pitch from Brendan Feldman to Wellington Dotel, taken for a strike to start Dotel 0-1 as we are in the bottom of the 6th here at PeoplesBank Park, tied at 1 apiece. 0-1, swung by Dotel, fouls it off, getting a piece, head towards the backstop first base side. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Wellington Dotel. Dotel 0 for 2 with a ground out and fly out thus far, as the Revs have been hip to some hits. Next offering swung on by Dotel over the glove of Feldman. Now throw across second base Lombardozzi as the stretch applied by Sanchez. Beat out by Dotel. He is safe at first. Infield hit legged out by Wellington Dotel. He's on at first. The leadoff hit from York. York scoring their run on a couple of hits, back-to-back base hits from Castro and Sanchez led off the 5th. Infield hit legged out by Dotel here in the 6th. Now it's Melky Mesa's turn to make some noise. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Dotel going for the pitch is thrown and delivered by Feldman. And the throw from Giardino pegged Feldman in the back. As he collapsed down on the mound, he lowered his head anticipating the throw to be higher, but he gets plunked in the back as Dotel reaches safely. And Feldman in visible pain as he hits the throw from Giardina. Giardina now up from his knees as he heads over to check on his pitcher. The training staff, the athletic trainer, the Ducks already over there to check in on Feldman. Skipper Wally Backman in there as well as the infield comes in entirely along with the catcher to check in on Feldman, who's already back up to his feet. Shaking off that errant throw from Giardina. It's a stolen base for Dotel, meanwhile. It's his third stolen base of the season. See what they'll let him throw some warm-ups to make sure he's okay. Wally back and observing. He only just needs one pitch to know his starter's okay. It's Wally's MO as he gets back to the dugout. So Feldman A-OK after taking a throw off his back from his catcher, Giardina. It's a low throw, could not get Dotel out at second on the stolen base, his third of the year. Still tied at 1 here at PeoplesBank Park, ready to resume play of a 1-0 count for Melky Mesa. The 1-0. That catches the outside edge for strike 1, 1-1 the count. So thankfully Feldman's okay, and Giardina gonna be a my bad man. Thankfully nothing more serious than a little bump or a bruise. 1-1. Swung on by Mesa on a high fly ball to left field. Mazzilli's just going to watch this one go. It is gone! Melky Mesa with his first home run this season. We were waiting for it. Has 6 doubles and a triple already. Now he's got the home run. 2-run blast for Melky Mesa to make it 3-1 York. Mesa able to add on to the infield hit by Dotel of his first home run of the 2021 season. Now has 11 runs batted in on the year as Nelly Rodriguez steps in for the third time. First pitch, swung on and missed. For strike 1, 0-1 the count. That was just the second extra base hit given up by Feldman. Both, of course, to Melky with the double and now the home run for Daddy Shark. 0-1 to Rodriguez. That misses for a ball. 1-1 the count now for Nelly. Still no one out for the Revs here in the 6th. They lead now by 2. 3-1 thanks to the left center field bomb from Melky Mesa. 1-1 the count for Rodriguez at the plate. Next offering. Swung on by Rodriguez. A small bouncer right to the mound. Coming off is Feldman. Throws over to first in time to retire Rodriguez for out number 1 here in the 6th. But out goes 1-3 for out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Brings up Carlos Franco for a third time. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and walk. His league-leading 16th walk worked of the year. Came into the night tied of a couple of Gastonia Honey Hunters for first in the league. Jason Rogers had 15. Jake Skoll had 15 as well. But now he leads both gentlemen depending on what they do tonight. He has some opportunities to surpass Franco. That's the first pitch from Feldman. That catches the zone for strike 1, 0-1 the count. Gastonia and Lexington playing 2 this evening. Take a quick look at the scoreboard and our Atlantic League update brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Final in Game 1 from Lexington as the Legends take it 2-1 over the Honey Hunters. The 0-1. That misses low for a ball, 1-1 the count. Lexington and Gastonia not the only teams playing 2 tonight as Southern Maryland and Lancaster are playing doubleheader. As Southern Maryland took the first game in 7, 3-0. Currently scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd in Game 2. 1-1. That misses low to be a tad in for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now for Franco. Only regular 9-inning game besides our here at PeoplesBank Park ongoing. West Virginia hosting High Point, top of the 5th. Appalachian Power Park. It's 3-0 West Virginia over the High Point Rockers. 3-1 ball game here following the Mesa bomb to left center to bring in 2. 2-1 count for Franco at the plate. Base is clear. No one out. 1 out, pardon me, as the 2-1 foul tipped into the glove of Giardina for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 out, no one on. Revs now with 6 hits following the infield single from Dotel and Mesa's 2-run home run. Long Island held to just 2 hits thus far from Austin Nicely, who has been wonderful in his 3rd start of the year. The 2-2. It's missed low for ball 3, and once again, Carlos Franco works the count full. Franco's been a tough out for pretty much any Atlantic League opponent here this season. He's not seen a lot of pitches to hit, not a lot of fastballs his direction. As the payoff pitch swung on by Franco and a ground ball to second. Scooped up by Lombardozzi. Throws over to Sanchez at first, and that will retire Franco for out number 2. So after giving up the home run to Mesa, Feldman has settled in and retired the next 2 Revs batters. And with 2 outs, no one on, let's see what Rashad Crawford can do in his 3rd trip to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and strikeout. Struck out looking to end the 4th inning. It's the last time Feldman has been able to strike out a batter. He has 4 strikeouts, got 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, and then a couple in the 4th as he struck out Mesa to lead off the 4th inning before finishing it with Crawford. Hit the glove into the chin, now turns. First pitch. Bounces in the low for a ball, 1-0 count. Bounces to the left to Giardina. 1-0 count to start Rashad. 3 earned runs against Feldman. That's the most in any start by him this season. As the 1-0. This is away and upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The most he had given away previously was 2 earned runs in his first start against West Virginia. Got a no decision. He allowed 3 runs total, but 1 of those was unearned. Scattered 5 hits, walked just 1, and struck out 2 in 5 innings of work. Currently through 5 2/3, as long as he's gone so far. The 2-0 swung on by Crawford, and he's popped up, jacking towards left center field. A trio of Ducks coming in. Who's going to put it away? That will be Mazzilli. Put it away, and that will retire the side. So 3 retired consecutively following Melky Mesa's 2-run home run, but no worries as it puts the Revs up by 2, 3-1 through 6 innings here at PeoplesBank Park. Headed the 7th, Darrell Henry will take you the rest of the way when we come back on the Revs Radio Network.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, 1 person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, LPN, day services community participation support, residential scheduler, training manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 7th, and the Revs with a 3-1 lead on Melky Mesa's first bomb of the year, and man, was it ever, as it hit one of the pillars behind the playground entrance bordering Arch Street, and nicely his first pitch of the 7th is swung on and missed. A changeup that Giardina hacks through. A 3-1 lead as we go to the 7th inning tonight, and nicely winds and deals and paints the outside corner. Ahead 0-2 on the number 8 hitter, who's hit into a double play and has struck out. Revs have bullpen activity as nicely delivers and misses down and away. His first 2 starts, he went 3 2/3 and then 5 1/3 innings. It's just gone over 80 pitches. He deals and a swing and a foul the other way and right toward the bullpen balcony. The Revs had been held scoreless on the first 13 innings of this homestand until the Kenley sac fly in the 5th. And then Mesa's blast. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a chop foul. Ooh, off the roof of the Revs dugout. A couple of the guys went leaping, trying to save it. And it goes bounding into the seats. Farias and Turbo do this inning, and a ball loose. And all the way from the Revs bullpen into home plate. Tyler Hill standing with his hands on his hips, wondering what just happened down there. Now nicely ready, kicks and delivers, and a breaking ball chopped high off the dirt up the middle. Kenley's got it! Runaway throw to first, and Nelly can't make the pick. It does stay in play. Castro backing up, slides to pounce on it. It's an infield hit. Man, that would have been a spectacular play. Kenley did all that he could. Charged to his right in front of the bag at second, and then running towards short. He cast the throw over, just couldn't connect.
The throw maybe, if anything, it was a scooch off from Kenley, maybe trying to do a little too much there. But luckily rebounded well off the wall to prevent Giardina from advancing a base further. Not great speed, but certainly going to make a chance of an opportunity if it comes his way.
Now another ball hit on the ground. And just an infield single as Ben Farias will dig in. 1 for 2, doubled in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th. And nicely with the pitch. It is swung on and missed. Changeup down and away. We are seeing that pitch used a heck of a lot more tonight and very effectively.
A lot of swings and misses generated from that pitch. And infield hit from Giardina, the first hit, nicely is allowed since Farias' ground rule double back in the 3rd.
Now ready with the 0-1, and he shows a bunt, and it misses low. It's Alberto Rodriguez who's loosening in the Revs bullpen. Turbo a righty on deck, then Lombardozzi switch. Mazzilli right, Ford right, Jackson right. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. Jan Sanchez gloves, flips. Kenley the turn! Got him! Double play! 6-4-3. 2 down and the base is empty. And nicely comes right back and gets the twin killing. A chopper to short. Jan had to wait for the second bounce to come up belt high. Got it accurately to Kenley, who turns another one. Revs turn their second tonight, and the new guy, Jack, has been right in the middle of both.
We talked about he was known for his glove, and he has shown us that and so much more, Daryl. He's fantastic. First 2 double plays in his Revs career, stolen base, hit, and RBI. Not a bad night.
And now Johnny Turbo at the top. First pitch fastball is down and in. He is grounded to third base twice with a ground out to the catcher in between. 3-1 York, 7th inning. And nicely to the plate. It is down and away. Austin trying to go 7 for the first time with York. In fact, his longest with York, 5 1/3 last time out. And after falling behind 2-0, he'll take a moment to collect himself behind the mound. And now Turbo will walk away from home plate and try to have the last word himself on who's waiting on who. Now nicely the wind and the 2-0. He shows bunt, pulls it back. It's a strike right down the middle. Nicely hitting the 90 pitch mark now with that one. Now the wind and the 2-1. And it misses outside the changeup there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Lombardozzi on deck. And nicely ready, kicks and deals, and misses high and away. It'll be his 3rd walk tonight. And keeps the inning alive for Lombardozzi. Here comes Mace. Looking to the bullpen, and he'll go there as Austin looks toward the skies. He wanted to continue. But man, was he outstanding tonight. What a spectacular effort. 6 2/3 innings, just 3 hits given up. The last one, an infield hit. He was magnificent. As he heads off toward the Revs' first base dugout, big ovation for Nicely with the big Saturday night crowd on hand here at PeoplesBank Park tonight. What an outstanding effort. Rodriguez comes in, pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs lead 3-1. Runner on first, 2 outs in the 7th. When we come back,
you get in your car and you start your car. You put the car in gear and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Alberto Rodriguez comes in with a runner at first, 2 outs in the 7th, 3-1 York. Lombardozzi, switch hitter, batting left for the first time, and Alberto steps off. Nicely 6 2/3, 1 run, 3 hits. Walked, actually 4, I beg your pardon. And the pitch to Lombardozzi is in tight. And he struck out 3 on the night, 92 pitches, 55 strikes. Was everything Mace could have asked for tonight and then some. Revs getting a 3rd great start in 4 games. The pitch, slider, that's in there. Strike called. Lombardozzi tonight, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first, walked. By the way, that 1 run from Nicely unearned back in the first inning. Now the 1-1. Oh, down and in. Thought that might have hit him. It didn't, but Turbo will move up. Rodriguez blocked it, rattled around on him a little bit, and Turbo advances on a wild pitch. They're trying to keep it a 2-run lead. Rodriguez in appearance number 8. 8 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 4 earned, a 4.15 ERA. Now has his sign, and the 2-1. Fastball, it's a called strike. 89 on the inside corner. Last saw Rodriguez Tuesday night at Southern Maryland, scoreless inning. And he's ready. Couple checks, the 2-2, and a check swing foul on a high slider sent over toward Mazzilli, who's on deck. Tying run is at the plate. Rodriguez trying to keep Mazzilli on deck until the 8th. There's the stretch. And another 2-2. And a swing and a foul back off the left edge of the netting. Lombardozzi making him work. Rodriguez, born in Cuba, lives in Florida now. Former Royals farmhand. Sanchez trying to keep Turbo honest at second. Shortstop creeping close, punching the mitt. Backs away now, 2-2. And a check swing, foul tip back. He barely scratched that one to hang in, a high fastball. Revs trying to even this series tonight. A win would be Mesa's 500th. As manager of the Revs, he's 7th in league history in wins. Now again, another 2-2. And a swing and a ground ball to first. Nelly backs up. He gloves it on the backhand. Flips to Rodriguez. Covering. Inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. The line complete on nicely. 6 2/3. No earned runs. And Rodriguez comes in to finish off the 7th. Stretch time here at the bank. It's the Revs 3 and the Ducks 1.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Revs up 3-1, 7th inning stretch here at PeoplesBank Park tonight. We're waiting on Carlos Castro to come to the plate. He had to get rid of the catcher's gear. He is 1 for 2. Singled to start the 5th and scored the first run that tied it. It was 1-0 Long Island from the 1st until the 5th as Castro swings and foul tips one into the mitt. With the hit, he is now hit safely in 7 of his last 8 games played. Feldman's still in, delivers, and a swing and a pop-up foul, first base side into the seats. Ray is still trying to come down from his coffee high.
That and the high I was on with that wonderful home run hit by Melky Mesa.
Just high on life right now.
Loving it.
It's what we all aspire to achieve. Feldman deals and misses down and away. It's blocked over to the right by Giardina. That was Feldman's 90th pitch tonight. And he's already got his longest outing of the year. Castro, Sanchez, Kenley here in the 7th inning. The wind and the pitch. And a slider away. Good eye from Castro. Recognized the spin and lets it go. Dusk setting in, the 2-2. And a swing and a pop-up by the mound. The second baseman, Lombardozzi, races in right behind the pitcher's mound. He's got it on the infield grass. And there's one away. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Fast Signs, Sheets, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and Encompass Health. Here is Jan Sanchez, who's 1 for 2 and has hit safely in all 4 games. Big single in the 5th when they tied it. And the first one here, he watches a slider for a strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for York. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Long Island. Lewine, the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball. Fair down the third base line. Past the dive of Farias. Into the left field corner. And Sanchez on his way. Slides in at second ahead of the throw. A 1-out double. He's 2 for 3 tonight. And 6 for 15 since joining the Revs. Hitting .400. Here in his first 4 games. And the Revs an insurance opportunity. Hit it sharply. He has hit everything sharply. And here is Jack Kenley as the first one misses in the dirt. Giardina over to block it. How about Kenley's debut tonight? 1 for 2, singled his first time up, stole a base. And defensively, 4 putouts, 4 assists. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball off the hands, down to first. Sanchez with it, steps on the bag, 2 down. As Sanchez advances to third. Now we'll head to the top of the order, and Darian Sanford, who needs a hit. He has been held hitless in this series. Had hit safely in 5 straight to finish off that road trip. Tonight, 2 groundouts to first and a strikeout. Revs with Brandon Fry up in the bullpen. They lead it 3-1. First pitch is swung on, foul tipped into the mid. Sanchez at third, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And now Feldman steps off, ball loose from the Long Island bullpen and left. Great turnout tonight. A lot of folks sitting out on that lawn in right center as well. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and on the hands of Sanford. Little red ant has made its way into the booth. Had made its way into the booth.
Rest in peace.
It's the 0-2. Swing and he fouls it back up. Oh! Yikes.
That sounded expensive.
I was about to say up over the roof, but I don't think it made it. Another 0-2. Swinging a foul tip, he just stayed alive. Nice Sanford in battle mode as he tipped that one off the catcher. Sanchez, the 1-out double. He is chatting with Polo down at third. Another 0-2. And a slider. It is low, and Giardina came up out of his squat, ready to walk off. He thought they had the inning wrapped up. Incorrect. And now ready with the 1-2. And it misses high. Sanford's made him throw a lot of extra pitches this at bat, battling. Feldman up over 100 now. Josh Vitter's on deck. Dotel has been double hooked out. Had a huge hit in front of Mesa's homer last inning. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a tap along the first base line. Sanford runs. They say it's fair, and the throw to first ends the inning. And again, he stopped, thinking he had made contact with it and that it was foul. And he is quite frustrated with himself. Hit a swinging bunt along the line and is thrown out by the catcher to end the inning. Revs do not score. One hit and one runner left. We go to the 8th tonight. Still remains a 3-1 York lead.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families of the best possible in-home care. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing and certified in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, and friendly companionship. We offer flexible hourly care and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488 or online at visitingangels.com.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the 8th. The Revs lead at 3-1. Brandon Fry takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, it is a Wise Markets Sunday Fun Day here at PeoplesBank Park, as is every Sunday. Join us for pregame catch in the field, bark in the park, kids run the bases. It's also Crab Feast, catered by Captain Bob's Crabs tomorrow. For tickets, visit YorkRevolution.com. Alberto Rodriguez does his job, gets the final out of the 7th, stranding Turbo. Still a 2-run lead. And Fry comes in. He will face LJ Mazzilli up first, 0 for 2 with a sac fly tonight. First pitch is down and away. Sinker running out. Fry, who pitched for Wally Backman in New Britain, now facing him. Wally managing the Ducks. Now time is asked for. Fry in 7 outings, no record, a 2.08 ERA, 8 2/3 innings, 2 runs. There's the 1-0, and missed the corner outside. Trying to bridge it to Fuller with a 3-1 lead, 3-4-5 up this inning. Mazzilli, Ford, Jackson. Now the 2-0. And that darts away. He's missed with the first 3 toward the outside. Fry last in Tuesday at Southern Maryland, a scoreless inning. Now the 3-0 pitch. And it's a called strike up, but Fry gets it. Now the 3-1, swinging a rip foul past Wally Backman, coaching at third. Now it goes full. Fry trying to keep the all-important leadoff hitter off base to begin the 8th. Twilight here at PeoplesBank Park tonight. And from the set, here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive, right field, Crawford over. Into right center, reaches up and flags it down. Going back, it was hit well, but Crawford is there. And Fry has retired 7 of the 8 first batters that he's faced to begin appearances this season. It's a big reason for his success, big number for any reliever. And with 1 down, here is Lou Ford, who tonight is 0 for 3. Feldman finished the 7th, so Ford, the DH, is still alive. Well, that's a dramatic way to put it, but he's still in this game as Fry's first pitch is just a hair high. He's grounded out 3 times tonight, second, short, and third. The 1-0, swinging a line drive to left center, hit hard. Mesa back, he'll have to play the carom off the base of the fence. It checks up on the warning track, and that allows Ford to reach second without a play. It's a double. It short hopped the base of the wall padding in left center and checked up, and Mesa had to take a couple of extra steps to reach it. So a 1-out double, just the 4th hit for the Ducks tonight. That is their first to leave the infield since the 3rd inning. And here is Ryan Jackson, who's got 2 groundouts and a walk. He is the K-man tonight. Fry with the pitch. Breaking ball. It snaps inside off the corner. And the tying run at the plate. Fry, who works as a youth pitching instructor during baseball off seasons. There's the 1-0. And there's a slider for a strike. Continued to live in New Britain. That's where he spent 4 years in this league. Now fires, and a fastball strike commanding the inside corner. Jumps ahead 1-2. A lot of energy in the house tonight. Rebs leading at 3-1 here in the 8th. Haven't had a K-man since opening night. Now Fry ready. The 1-2. It's down and in. Castro slides left to block it. Blocks it back to his right. Fry, he is so persistent, such a gamer. He had to overcome Tommy John a few years ago and had a knee operation following the 2019 season to straighten things out. Came into camp in great shape. He stares in. Castro puts down the numbers. Fry is ready. The 2-2. And it misses just low. Ray Fuentes on deck. Nobody up behind Fry for the 8th. This is his inning. And he and Castro are in agreement. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a fly ball, left center, hit pretty well. Sanford on the move, calls off Melky. Darian runs it down. Just shy of the track in deep left center. Jackson is 0 for 3. And that's out number 2 here in the 8th. Fly ball hit pretty deep, but Sanford flags it down. And now Fry will face left-hand hitting Ray Fuentes with 2 away. Fuentes tonight, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, walked, struck out. Does have a stolen base as well. Revs a 3-1 lead here in the 8th. Here's the stretch from Fry. First pitch, high and tight. As that two-seamer rode in toward Fuentes' chin. Almost nightfall, a beautiful night here at PeoplesBank Park. Here's the stretch from Fry. And the 1-0 breaking ball, and it hooks hard away, missed the corner. Jan Sanchez very active at short. He is always coming in behind Ford or any runner, trying to keep him honest. A lot of movement. Always backing up the throw back to the mound. Now the 2-0. Oh, fastball away. Castro, a late stab at it. That one fooled him. Fortunately, he caught it. 3-0 on Fuentes with Hector Sanchez waiting on deck. Fry checking his cleats. Now ready with the 3-0. And that's right down the chute. Called strike. Fry a shake off, and Fuentes asks for time. Former first-round pick of the Red Sox, Fuentes. Couple checks at second, and the 3-1. Swing and a miss! Fastball down at the knees at 88. And Fry trying to send this lead on to the 9th. He goes to the rosin bag, pats his wrists, grabs some dirt. Full count, runner at second, 2 outs. Revs by 2. And Fry is set. Here's the stretch. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, check, swing, appeal to short. He did not go. And it's ball 4. The inning continues. So Hector Sanchez will come to the plate. Switch hitter will bat right. Tonight he's 0 for 2, 2 balls on the ground, hit by a pitch his first time. Grabs a 3-1 lead here in the 8th inning. And Fry ready to go. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, it is just low. Hector Sanchez, 7 years in the majors. Giants, White Sox, Padres. Pitch to him, swings and grounds it, just a foul rather. Just wide of the bag at third. Boy, that would have been a horrible mistake by me to let people think that that ball was fair. I misspoke. It was close, and Foul by just a couple of feet.
Well, thank goodness you're not calling it.
Yeah. Yikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. They fake in, they set up away. Pitch is a breaking ball. Oh, just missed the inside corner. 2-1. Fry wanted it. Castro, a couple things to say, I think, before throwing it back. Revs now getting some bullpen activity. Fry is at 23 pitches for the inning. He fires, breaking ball, grounded foul, past Wally at third. He goes running away from it. 2-2. These guys have taken aim at him a couple times tonight.
He could probably still field a couple.
He can still move.
Yeah.
Former great second baseman. Fry patting the rosin bag off his forearm again. Working hard out there this inning. And Castro gives it to him. Here's the stretch, and now time is asked for. Sanchez, who won a World Series with the Giants in 2012, caught a Tim Lincecum no-hitter in 2014. He has seen and done a ton in his career. Fry ready. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swinging a foul tip. And just stays alive on a tip backward. 3-1 the lead for York here in the 8th inning. Pitch number 26 of the inning coming up. And we're ready. Another 2-2. Fastball missed inside. It goes full. Both runners will have the head start. Castro, again, faking on the setup, went hard away, really tried to sell it. They wanted the ball in. And he does that a lot. I'm going to have to ask if that's all the time or if they are seeing a lot of hitters peeking back. Or the runner at second trying to tip it. Full count. They'll be on the move. Here's the stretch. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air in center. Sanford in a step. Now backs up. He is there. He puts it away. Inning over. Brandon Fry works out of it. Strands 2 in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Revs still on top, 3-1.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
We here at Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK are thinking about expanding our programming, so let me bounce some ideas off of you. How about we air some Southern Maryland Blue Crabs games?
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
How about the Long Island Ducks?
It could be anything, really, but that is horrible.
How about the Barnstormers?
To replace it with anything would be horrible, but this stuff is even worse than horrible.
Okay, we get it. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, your home for the York Revolution.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Right-hander Brady Dragmeyer, the new pitcher for Long Island. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 3-1 York. Brandon Fry, hard-working top of the 8th. What a job. And Jim Fuller getting ready for the 9th, a former Duck, by the way. It'll be Vitters to pinch hit in the pitcher's spot, then Mesa and Rodriguez. By the way, Nelly's 13-game hitting streak still TBD. Dragmeyer making his Ducks debut tonight, had been in the league previously with New Britain. 6'1" righty, Colorado native. And the first pitch to Vitters is swung on, grounded near the line at third. Farias, a sprawling stop, throw is low, it bounces, and Sanchez holds the bag, one away. Now Vitters making a bid at a hit to start the inning right along the line, and Farias sprawled and pounced on it. Going to all fours to his right, he bounced the throw, and Sanchez, he lost his balance going up the line, but stayed on his feet long enough to hold the bag until it was in his glove. Vitters out on one pitch. And here's Malky, the offensive hero. First pitch, fastball is just outside. 2 for 3 tonight, doubled in the first, tie-breaking 2-run homer in the 6th. Now the 1-0, and a swing and a foul tip back. As Dragmeyer took a little off. 2019, he had 27 appearances with New Britain, 2-1 with a 4.34 ERA. Former Blue Jays draft pick out of high school, made it to AAA. The 1-1, swinging a bouncing ball down to third. Farias waits back this time, gloves, and slings it across in time to get Mesa by his stride. Look ahead to the 9th inning. Jim Fuller getting ready. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. Giardina, Farias, and Turbo. And with 2 down, here is the birthday boy, Nelly Rodriguez, who's still sitting on the 13-game hitting streak, all 13 to start the year. Tonight, a strikeout, pop-up, and a ground out. And the first pitch, fastball, it is just outside. By the way, Feldman, 7 innings, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 103 pitches. The 1-0, and a swing and a dribbler foul down to Polo at third. Now at some point soon, Nelly will be away for a few days on paternity leave himself. Rodriguez expecting their baby girl anytime now. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. And they have not given him anything to hit all night. Stayed out of his wheelhouse. Now the 1-2. And a swing and a rip up the middle, base hit. 14-game hitting streak. Into left center, and Nelly keeps it alive. Feliz cumpleaños. And down in the count with 2 strikes and what is likely his final at-bat of the night, he scorches one into center, and the hitting streak goes on.
And we can all exhale.
Right? Boy, if you think there was pressure on him, what about the rest of it? No, just kidding. He comes through, keeps it alive. Here's Franco, and he swings and misses. He was looking for the clubhouse roof on that swing. Franco 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Now the 0-1. And swinging a little nubber in front of the plate. Giardina is out, picks it up. Plenty of time to throw down to first, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we're going to the 9th here tonight. Revs, by the way, trying to snap a 4-game home losing streak. Looking for their first home win since opening night, and Mesa's 500th. They lead the Ducks 3-1.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Ninth inning, Revs lead it 3-1, and Jim Fuller looking for the save. He will face Sal Giardina up first. 1 for 3 out of the 8 hole tonight. And Fuller's first pitch is just inside for ball 1. Facing his former team, who he first came to the league with. Facing his former manager in New Britain, in Wally Backman. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a foul back against the screen. Fuller in just his 5th appearance, and has had 2 save opportunities. He got one on opening night, had a blown save last Saturday in Lancaster on an unearned run. 4 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. He deals, and it's in there for a called strike. Jumps ahead 1-2. Everything he throws, downward movement, like a front door sinker there. All ready, and the pitch. And a swing and a tap softly. Fuller off the mound toward third. He slides and can't make a play. Swinging bunt infield hit to lead off the 9th inning. Giardina's second infield hit of the night. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. Got ahead, but allows a batted ball in a bad spot. Barely made contact. Here is Farias, who's 1 for 3, doubled early in the game and then struck out and later hit into a double play. Wouldn't mind another one of those. Here's the first pitch, and he swings and he flares one back of second. Kenley out and makes the grab! Got spun around and reaches up full extension and reels it in. What a night he's had in his Revs debut, and Jack Kenley, sprinting out into shallow center, makes the tremendous play for out number 1.
Darryl, I'll tell you what, I have not seen an impressive debut like this overall since Nick Ferdinand years ago. I mean, Ferdinand, of course, hit a home run that made this place go ballistic, but Kenley has been equally impressive in different areas.
If that ball drops, tons of trouble But a fantastic play going out. Tough angle. He got there. And here is Johnny Turbo, who's 0 for 3 with a walk. Fuller with the pitch. Breaking ball, dribbled softly, fouled toward third. Strike one. Revs trying to win for the third time in the last 4 overall. And for the first time at home since opening night. Tying run at the plate. 3-1 the lead here in the 9th. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Two-seamer away. Trying to save it for Austin Nicely, who was fantastic. Lombardozzi on deck. Here's the stretch from Fuller. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! High fastball way up out of the zone, and Turbo started and could not lay off. 2 down here in the 9th. Revs an out away from a big win against their division rival for the first time here in 2021 in the new Atlantic League North. 2 down, here is Steve Lombardozzi, who's 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. First pitch from Fuller is swung on and foul tipped. It ricochets off Castro's shin guards. No balls, 1 strike. Lombardozzi, switch hitter, batting right. Major league vet. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball to short. Sanchez up with it. Tosses to second. Game over. And the Revs beat the Ducks 3-1. Here tonight at PeoplesBank Park. Win number 500 for Revs manager Mark Mason. Another night, another major milestone win for the franchise. And for Mace, it's his 500th. Here all time as manager of the Revs. Austin Nicely with a gem tonight, and the bullpen makes it stand up. Melky Mesa, the tie-breaking home run in the 6th inning, the difference offensively. What a game. It was clean. It was crisp. Phenomenal pitching. Austin Nicely, his first Revolution win, and the bullpen stout to finish it off behind him. Jim Fuller with his second save. And the Revs win 3-1, their first home win since opening night, as they go to 6-8. And back within 2 games of first place. Now, big-time win tonight. Nicely came up huge. His first win with the Revs. He was terrific. 3-1 is your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs win it tonight, 3-1 your final score. Darrell Henry, Ray Jensen back with you post-game as the Revs snapped the 4-game home skid and improved to 6-8 overall. Long Island now 8-6. Their 3-game winning streak is snapped. Again, a milestone victory for the Revs tonight, and there have been a few of those already here this season. Tonight, it is Mark Mason's 500th win as Revolution manager, the 7th in Atlantic League history to get to that milestone. 500 for Mace. And of course, for the Revs, last weekend they got the 900th overall win. The other night in Southern Maryland, the 400th road win. 2 more here at home. They'll have number 500 here at PeoplesBank Park. But for tonight, 1 win is what they needed to even this series, and they got that. And after being shut out last night, great pitching on York's side here tonight. 3 of the last 4 starts have been brilliant. Austin Nicely, his best in a Revs uniform. He gets the win. And 3 relievers back it up for him. A crisp, fun game to watch. Really well played. And we recap things tonight. It was Long Island scoring their only run of the night, unearned, in the top of the first inning. Lombardozzi, a 1-out single, moved up on a couple of pass balls, scored on a Mazzilli sac fly to right, and Long Island had the early lead. But for the Revs tonight, they pull off what is their second official comeback win of the season, and their second when the opponent has scored first, and it took them a little while to draw even. In fact, Nicely had to kind of dance his way out of a couple of situations early in the game. Second inning, he had back-to-back hit batters with 1 out, but got a double play. The first one turned by Jack Kenley, who had an outstanding night in his debut playing at second base. Third inning, a leadoff double from Ben Farias, and with 1 out, it was a first and third situation after a 1-out walk, and L.J. Mazzilli, a line drive to center that Farias failed to tag on, did not score, and did not produce a sac fly. Nicely came back, got a fielder's choice from Lou Ford, the next hitter. Ducks did not score, and Nicely was on his way. In the 4th inning, a 1-out walk, and then his own error on a little squibber in front of the mound. But what did he do after his own error? He struck out the next 2 batters to end that inning, 2 of his 3 strikeouts on the night. And then actually his only 1-2-3 inning of the game came in the 5th inning, but I believe that was a 6-pitch inning. And in the 6th inning, only a 1-out walk, pretty clean there as well. Got another double play in the 7th inning before handing it over to the bullpen after a 2-out walk. And Alberto Rodriguez did his thing to get out of that inning. But got to talk about the offense. That was how Nicely's outing went. The offense had been shut out through the first 4 innings and the first 13 on this homestand to that point. Had a 2-out double from Melky in the first inning, but couldn't bring him home. Then in the 3rd inning, a 1-out single from Jack Kenley in his first at-bat. In fact, he then stole second with 1 out, but they couldn't bring him home. But in the 5th inning, a different story. Carlos Castro and Jan Sanchez with leadoff singles. And with 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Jack Kenley, a sac fly to right. And that brought home Castro to tie the game at 1-1. So Kenley, a single, a steal, and a game-tying sac fly RBI, and a ton of good plays defensively in his Revs debut, just activated earlier today. And then we go to the 6th inning with the game tied 1-1 at that point. Wellington Dotel leading off with an infield hit. And then one of the most bizarre plays that we've seen this season, Dotel stealing second and Feldman squatting down to avoid the throw, and Giardina threw it right into right into the back of him. And we can laugh at it now because he was okay. And he did take a couple of warm-ups to be sure, but I guess it's fair to wonder if he might have been a little bit rattled from that or shaken up, as only a couple pitches later, Malky Mesa hit one almost off the grounds in left center. He banged it off one of the pillars behind the playground in left center, bordering Arch Street, his first home run of the year, and that broke the tie and gave the Revs a 3-1 lead, and that's where this game would finish tonight. In fact, for Malky, the 41st home run of his Revs career breaks a tie with Salvador Paniagua for the 8th most in Revs history. He had been tied for 8th with 40, and it's the 19th that he's hit here at PeoplesBank Park, which breaks a tie for 10th most all-time in this stadium. He's now got the 10th most at PeoplesBank Park all to himself. So that's how they got the lead, and then nicely in the 7th, with help from Alberto Rodriguez, finishing the 7th inning. 8th inning, it was all Brandon Fry. He had to work his way through it. 1-out double to Lou Ford, a 2-out walk to Fuentes. Had some long battles as far as at bats go in that inning, but Fry winning the battles, getting Hector Sanchez to fly out to center to end the inning. And then in the 9th, Jim Fuller, a rare save opportunity early this season. It's the 6th win for the Revs, but only his 2nd save, and a bunch of the victories have been blowouts. And first batter faced, he got ahead of, but it allowed an infield hit. But came back, got Ben Farias on a soft line drive into shallow center. Jack Kenley ranging back, made an acrobatic play, going out into the outfield for the first out. Then a strikeout of Johnny Turbo for the 2nd out. And then a game-ending fielder's choice off the bat of Steve Lombardozzi. And the Revs winning. Big win tonight as they even this series. They get a win at home for the first time since game number 1. Those are all big reasons, but also the major milestone for Mace tonight, win number 500. 3-1 is your final score. That's how it played out. We'll take a break, check the scores from elsewhere, and wrap things up for you when we come back.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Belle, the Beast, and the enchanted world of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Playing at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater June 3rd through July 31st.
There goes the baker with his tray.
It's the classic tale you love when Belle meets the Beast. A young prince trapped under a spell with time running out for the curse to be broken. A show for the entire family. Call Dutch Apple Dinner Theater today at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs win it tonight. 3-1 is your final score. Great night here at PeoplesBank Park. We'll have the totals coming up here in just a moment. Time for your Drive Home Safely segment, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light here from PeoplesBank Park. And have a feeling that Mace might be enjoying some of those brewery products tonight after win number 500. And we'll get into that here momentarily. But first, take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Atlantic League. Lancaster and Southern Maryland, a doubleheader in Waldorf. The Blue Crabs winning 3-0 in the opener, and they're tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning in Game 2. Gastonia and Lexington playing a doubleheader tonight. The Legends winning the opener 2-1, and it's Gastonia leading 5-1 in the 3rd inning in the 2nd game. And then West Virginia at home is leading High Point 9-3 as they play in the bottom of the 7th. Take a look at the Major League scores on this Saturday. The Phillies gave up a 7-4 lead on a 3-run homer in the 9th inning, but Gene Segura with another walk-off hit as the Phillies beat the Yankees earlier today. 8-7 was the final at Citizens Bank Park. Not sure if that was 9 innings or extras. That was 10 innings that the Phillies win it. That's Segura's 2nd straight walk-off hit. Some games in progress. The Twins lead the Astros 4-0 in the 6th. Giants and Nationals scoreless in the 7th inning. That's Game 2 of a doubleheader. The Nats won the opener 2-0. Cubs on top of the Cardinals 7-2 in the 6th. A's beat the Royals 11-2. That's a final. Matt Olson had his 16th home run. Angels an 8-7 win in Arizona, coming back from down 5. Marlins double up the Braves 4-2. Rays beat the Orioles 5-4. That is the Orioles' 14th straight road loss. White Sox a 15-2 win in Detroit earlier today. The Brewers beat the Pirates 7-4. Mets over the Padres 4-1 final. Marcus Stroman pitched into the 7th inning for the win in that one. Indians edged the Mariners 5-4 in 10, scoring on a throwing error in the bottom of the 10th inning. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 7-2. Toronto with 5 home runs at Fenway in that game. And the Reds over the Rockies 10-3 final. Rangers and Dodgers are coming up on the West Coast. Final in our game, Revs beat the Ducks 3-1, and your totals in this one for York: 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 5 men left. For the Ducks, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, and they left 10. They were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight. The win goes to Austin Nicely. He is 1-1. The loss to Brendan Feldman. He is 0-1. Jim Fuller with his 2nd save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 36 minutes, played in front of 2,605 here at PeoplesBank Park tonight. And Ray, your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game, we had an outstanding debut. We had a big home run. I've got to go with the guy that got his first Revolution win on the mound, though, tonight, Austin Nicely, who needed a big start. He delivered a great one.
Yeah, absolutely. No debate here. While Kenley was very impressive and Mesa finally going yard, we knew he would eventually, but always great to see it, especially in the friendly confines of PeoplesBank Park. But yeah, you got to give the nod to Nicely with just 1 unearned run allowed in 6 2/3 innings. An excellent outing for him.
A lot of fun tonight. Revs even this series. They'll go for a 2nd straight series win tomorrow. And we'll be on at 1:40. It is a 2 p.m. first pitch as Austin Steinfurt makes the start. Right-hander Mike Bolsinger will go for Long Island. Steinfurt is 0-2. Bolsinger is 0-3. And somebody looking for their first win tomorrow. It'll be a Sunday fun day presented by Wise Markets with Catch on the Field, Bark in the Park, Kids Run the Bases, and also our crab feast catered by Captain Bob's Crabs. Tickets are on sale at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. And that'll just about do it for us here tonight. For Ray Jensen in the booth with me, Daryl Henry saying so long from PeoplesBank Park. Once again, your final score, the York Revolution 3 and the Long Island Ducks 1. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 1:40 for the pregame show right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350